Okay. Hello there. Alright, we're gonna, do some more Salt and Sanctuary here. Since we last played, I, did a couple of little laps just to get more acclimated with the controls. I did a couple little laps of, that little tree area, killed a couple mobs. I think I got about 3 or 4 little level ups. Yeah, I found out that if I hit triangle, I get a different attack than this one. They seem to cost the same stamina. I honestly don't know what the difference is. Like, this one kicks up smoke. Like, I would imagine this is like a heavy attack, but I don't know for sure. I'm kind of just going off of Souls games for that, really. So I don't actually know what it does. I'm trying to see here if we can see controls, maybe. Yeah, okay. Strong attack is on triangle. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was a strong attack. Other than that, oh, I found out this is a charm slot, so we can actually go ahead and equip that onto our whip. And, I changed my rings around a little bit. But, here, let's go ahead and read the, description of the skills that I got off the stream. Gilfroy, the Wall of Steel, may have once cleaved through 100 men, but Malthus's finesse with the dagger was unparalleled, and it surely found its home between this— oh wait, no, we did this one. Between the sections of Gilfroy's heavy plate in the pit of his arm. This one's new. Okay, what follows in the prophecy of burning clouds, a vision of Kira the blind, seer of Kins and Green Farm, a village in the region of Leiden. Burning clouds. 1-1. Hey there, up game. Sorry if it's a disappointment that I'm not on Hollow Knight, by the way. I took a bunch of time to play around with it before going live on stream, and yeah, it's just too much for me today. I'm too tired to do Grim right now. But I will do Hollow Knight tomorrow. We have community night, but I haven't seen any indication that people are really interested. You and I can like watch some anime or something if you want in the Discord. But if nothing else, I'll definitely do more Hollow Knight tomorrow. It's just too much for me today, so I'm going with something that's a little bit more chill with Salt and Sanctuary here. I practiced Grim a lot. I looked up guides for him. I actually got him to where he was about to die, and I intentionally let him kill me because I didn't want to beat him off stream. So that was a one-off scenario, but that is a good indication that I've gotten a lot better at him. I wasn't nearly... I was getting like past first pufferfish when I was trying earlier before stream, because like my reaction times are just not good today. So it wasn't gonna happen today. Thank you. The world is one of beasts and spirits, and of man, and of all of these the will of man is greatest. The beast had left her with wounds, and some were not shallow, but she crushed red grass in her mouth, filling her wounds with some, and consuming the rest, healing from within, healing from without. Eulandra 2:17-18. His station would be that of a servant in scullery, and in his days and nights would be spent scrubbing pans and poisoning rats. The Burning Clouds 1:3. And when she traveled to your town, your harvest would be blessed, and not with a copper would she take, she'd ask only for rest. Tale of El Karam, stanza 5. Yeah, I think these are the skills I picked up off stream. Pretty sure, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and grab this, I think. Is this one I want to grab? Yeah, I'll grab this. But yeah, I'm a bit more acclimated with the game now. I have a rough idea of where we need to go. I also understand the consequence of using our spell now, because before I was a bit confused as to how it could be that good. The price we pay for using our spell is that it depletes part of our stamina bar and we don't get it back until we rest. Once I take enough damage, I'll show that off. But that is why, that's the price we pay for spellcasting, which makes a lot of sense. We're gonna go ahead and kill these little Reaper enemies, because they give a ton of soul, and we're just gonna do that while we're on the way to where we're headed. Okay. Oh no, we don't want that to happen. That's bad. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. And they lowered my maximum HP with that attack they did me. I think I'm wounded. Yeah, because I'm like bleeding. Yeah, so I have some type of wounding effect on me right now. I don't have any bandages or anything to heal it. That's fine. We're alright. I tried to play around with the slimes to see if I just wasn't handling them right. I don't think so. I think they're actually just that frustrating of a mob. So, that's unfortunate. Thankfully, I don't think we're gonna have to deal with them much longer, so... he completely jumped the trap. I knocked him into it, though. I'm really liking the whip setup. I think we're gonna go through the most of the game with the whip, really. Especially because this game doesn't really allow for a lot of, like, playing... Ooh! Well. My bad. You can't really play around with different weapon types unless you're, like, putting points into that weapon type's needed skills. So... we can't really play around with other weapons effectively, like we would be gimping ourselves to do so. So I think we're kind of going to be strictly whipped for most of the game. I did find out that there's guns in the game, and that's kind of the goal, is that we're going to be a whip-wielding hunter, and when we get a gun, we're going to offhand the gun. And we will, we're going to be all about whipping gun. That's what we're going to be about. That's our build that we're working towards. Right now, we don't have any bolts for a crossbow or anything like that, so we're just going to run the shield for now. But we're probably not going to run a shield for most of the game. Yeah. I mean... worst case scenario, we run into a situation where a boss was really kind of intended for you to shield its attacks. And we'll just like swap a shield on. But I was surprised. Look at this armor. Like, this looks like light armor, right? Like, this is all like leathery cloth stuff. Like, this looks like very light armor. This is heavy armor. The whole set is heavy armor. Makes no sense to me how this is heavy armor. I looked at the weight values on it. 10 pounds for like this jacket and everything. What jacket that looks like this could possibly weigh 10 pounds? That's insane. Oh, we got a chess piece. Raptor Brigandine. Bronze scale armor of the Vilehawks, wrapped in green cloak of heavy wool, which serves both to camouflage its wearer and preserve body heat during nighttime. Hunts in the cold forests of Liven. You're telling me bronze scale armor is light armor? A brigandine bronze scaled armor is light armor, but my leather jacket is heavy armor. This weighs 5 pounds with the... I'm gonna be honest with you, this don't make no sense. Oh, I messed up again. Yeah, I'm like kind of groggy today, to be honest, so we'll probably have a bunch of little mess ups. That's why Hollow Knight's not happening today. Salt and Sanctuary is much easier for me, so should be better than it would be if we were trying to do Grim right now. Thankfully, we're almost done with this tree area, so not going to be a whole lot of dying on these like tree platforms. There's some items in the area that I cannot find a way to get to, which heavily lead me to the idea that we get some type of movement ability later on. Yeah, I'm just groggy. Yeah, it leads me to the idea that we'll get some type of movement ability later on, which would be really cool. That's not normal for Souls-like games, so curious if that ends up happening. There we go. The little creature that carries your salt is really weird looking. There we go. Yep, this is the way. Antidote. We don't actually need to kill this guy. We can run past, but I want the salt. There we go. I have the feeling that these bodies are generated off of players that died in the area. Because the way that they look, I've seen some really weird ones with like pink hair and stuff. I just can't imagine that those were designed to be there. Okay, so we're gonna red flask, and then I think this is a boss. So yeah, the Mad Alchemist. Okay, we're gonna bless our weapon. Okay. Oh, he summons the slimes. That is atrocious. Why would you put the worst enemy in the game in this boss fight? I'm poisoned. Gotta re-bless my weapon too. slime got me. Yeah, I don't understand the slimes. Like, they just latch onto you. They're so weird. I tried a bunch of stuff off of stream dealing with them too. Like, I tried, like, shielding. I tried, like, what if I heavy attack them when they, like, go into, like, latch onto you or whatever? There's no, like, fun or engaging way to deal with them. There's, like, no gimmick to it as far as I can tell. Like, short of looking it up, which I probably should have done, they seem to just be kind of a bad enemy. Which is disappointing, especially this early in the game, to have an enemy that just is that obnoxious. And then putting it in a boss fight, no less. Like, typically the type of enemy you put in a boss fight as ads is something that, like, you know, you worked pretty hard on. And I don't know, the slimes do not give the impression that they were very well thought out. I swear to God, if you latch onto me while I'm on this ladder. Yeah, like, these dudes have pumpkins on their heads. These are totally, like, player-based. Okay, so... add poison to the weapon. I think he's probably going to be immune to poison. Just seeing if we have any tools on us we can utilize. Doesn't seem like it. Go and bless the weapon. I hope this doesn't, like, run out my buff timer during that. That'd be really annoying. Whoa! I was wondering if he, like, could move around. Oh my, now he's, like, all jumping around. He didn't do that before. That's way cooler than summoning slime, dude. Oh, he was easier before, but yeah. Oh, hey, Ninja Anime, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? I know you streamed recently. I didn't get a chance to check that one out either. They continue to be at times that don't really work out for me because of our time zone differences. Should we... maybe we check out some of the merchants that are available to us. See if we can, like, grab some nades or something. Let's do that. Let's see if we can, like, do some of that. Oh, maybe we can't do that here, though, because this isn't, like, our affiliated god. Let's see, grants item find bonus, sell sword, merchant, cleric, blacksmith. Yeah, it doesn't seem I can use it here, because this isn't our god. Damn. Okay. Nothing special. Okay, well, you say so. I've mostly just been streaming Hollow Knight. I added Liar Princess and Salt and Sanctuary to my schedule. I've been enjoying those. We were supposed to have Hollow Knight today, but I was too groggy for it, so we're doing Salt and Sanctuary today. Because it's easier for me. Unfortunately, we are at a little bit of a bothersome section in the game where these slime enemies are kind of causing us some trouble. Don't you hit me. Okay, good. Okay, lost our weapon. Man, I hate these things. Am I poisoned? I'm just gonna antidote for... Be careful. I need to re-bless my weapon. You wanna jump over here, buddy? Jump over here? See you waddling on over. Well, he kept throwing slime down into the section we weren't even standing in. Also, I think he just dropped some of his loot off the ledge, which is really sad. That sucks. Got the Mad Alchemist ear. Let's go ahead and check out the description on that. We'll check his bestiary entry too. Where's your ear, buddy? There it is. Playing older JRPGs teaches me the hard way of how much pain of enemies. Yeah, some of those older JRPGs, they got some really kooky ideas they had for an enemy that didn't really get fully fleshed out, and they're like, no, just throw it in anyway. Don't scrap it, you know? We didn't achieve our goal, but just throw it in anyway. So, it happens. The Mad Alchemist here, Ear of Ter Rasputin, that's clearly similar to Rasputin. Mad Alchemist, a once wise master of the alchemical arts, his decades of exposure to toxins, both physical and spiritual, must have led him mad, but perhaps he's just as drowned as the rest, can be used as transmutation material. No forgiveness or help. Yeah, some of those older games can be real brutal. Oh, we got a black pearl. That's cool. And a mossy key. Kind of thought this would lead to a whole new area, but looks like we gotta find a locked door. I feel like we came across one earlier, but it's been a while, so I don't really remember where it was. Oh, there's slime there. Take him out. Oh, okay. I love that. I love when I hit them and they just kind of teleport on me because they're not a very good enemy. Can I reach that? I might be... Oh, there's like a chest there too. Don't hit me while I'm on the way up here. Oh, am I not even able to get up there because of your rotund form standing there? Ow. Okay. Very cool. In newer games, a quick grind is all you need, but older games, they expect you to try beat bosses when odds are like 10 to 1. Or 10 to 100. Yeah. That holds true for Shin Megami Tensei, especially. Final Fantasy games tend to be pretty good, even as far back as you go. FF1 is a little weird. FF2 is extremely grindy, but like FF3 onwards, they're very well designed. And that's usually what I stick to with like FF. Yeah, a lot of older JRPGs are wild. I wonder if anyone beat those games. Yeah. Gray pearl, okay. Leather clothing, okay. How much you want to bet this is light armor? even though my hunter set is heavy. Let's see here. Oh, this is also heavy armor. Okay, that's odd. What does that look like? Okay. It's a little bit better in some ways, but we get more weight, and like we have to unlock class 1 heavy armor. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't like required grinding at all. I'm also like not. What the hell is the enemy in here? I'm also not used to it because like I grew up with games that were designed that like you could grind, but it was never a requirement. So moving on to games where they expect you to grind, I've never enjoyed that. That is like why I can't enjoy Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter's entire gameplay loop is designed for you to grind monsters and whatnot. Like if you don't grind monsters in Monster Hunter, not only does the game like not really function properly in the sense that you don't get the gear that they kind of want you to be swapping around for different monsters, but the entire purpose is like unlocking new monsters so you can grind their gear and everything. And I could not find that less fun. Leave you strong enough to beat the next boss. Grinding completely optional. Yeah, I mean, I like great difficulty. It's like I don't mind if it's like greatly challenging, but I don't feel that grinding should ever be required. It's kind of difficult to design that for like turn-based RPGs and whatnot, but it's doable. That was one thing I didn't like about Persona 5 was that if you play on like normal difficulty, the game is like whatever. You can go through all of it in a huge amount of breeze. I like to play my games on harder difficulties because it lets the gameplay mechanics shine more, because you actually have to interact with the gameplay mechanics on a deeper level in order to progress. So I played Persona 5 on hard mode or whatever. I truly don't feel that Persona 5 is a very good JRPG in terms of gameplay alone for combat. There's just a lot of things about it that I really don't think are very well made. I went through the whole game on hard. I did it all. Especially the last two sections of the game were outright unenjoyable. I did not enjoy the last two boss fights whatsoever, especially the final boss fight. It was just not a fun experience. So like if I ever play Persona again, I'm probably playing on normal mode, because I just don't feel that the mechanics were made in a way that is satisfying to interact with it through hard mode. Provide a challenge, but don't find it fun when enemies absolutely wall you, giving you no chance. Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference between enemies like walling you, where it's like you're not getting through this, and it just is very difficult. Like I've heard people say that like enemies in like Souls games are walling them and whatnot, but that's never the case, because you can level 1 it and go through it just fine. And that's the way that games should be designed, in my personal opinion, is that it should always be a possibility that you can make it through this with enough skill and effort, no matter your level. Hard difficulties force you to utilize games mechanics and such. Best here goes. Yeah. I tried that with Horizon Zero Dawn, for example. Once again, unpopular opinion, similar to the Persona 5 one. I did not enjoy Horizon Zero Dawn. I've dropped it and come back about 5 different times, sunk a couple hours into it, tried to really love the game. I do not enjoy Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't find the story to be particularly interesting. I like Aloy as a character. She's cool. I'm not particularly interested in like the tribes and like their background lore. Most of it's kind of, simple lore, really. you can kind of guess what's going on in the game from the moment that you start the game. I don't know. And gameplay for Horizon Zero Dawn, I thought it would be really cool, because, like, I love Witcher gameplay, and, like, it's kind of a similar situation where, like, you bait out the enemies, and, like, you can put down all these traps and whatnot. For example, I loved going through the newer Tomb Raider games on the hardest difficulty, because you legitimately had to think in, like, a guerrilla warfare type of way, where, like, I really love stealth games. So, like, if you play Horizon Zero Dawn as, like, a stealth game, and you're, like, leading enemies into your traps and all that, it can be interesting, it can be fun, but, I don't know, it just wasn't satisfying enough of the time for me to enjoy my experience playing it. I don't really enjoy exploring open world games typically, especially if they feel kind of empty and bland, which Horizon did to me, and then the story didn't grip me, so, yeah. Say something random, I'll draw a top hat on it, and it will be profile picture 2 days. A happy little star. Make it a happy little star. I would love a happy little star. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Also, hello there, Gab. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for having interest to come by and say hello. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy yourself here. Oh, a stranger comes to this mossy belly of a tree. No worries, I'll set you straight. Have you ever met a woods wraith? No. Not harsh, thanks, let's stay. Thank you! Thank you, I hope you do stay. I hope that I can be of some entertainment. This comes out of nowhere. Well, you know, sometimes random things are very fun. I'm known for saying very random things in conversations. I kind of have a reputation for that in my friends groups, just because, I don't know, it's fun to get people's reactions when you just randomly throw something out, and, you know, kind of get a feel for what people are thinking. I don't know. It's a weird way of, like, flowing a conversation, but it's often, interesting. Well, well, well. I'm a stone root, or so some call me, a woods wraith. For thousands of years we've stayed in the forest. Our allegiance has always been to the spirits of the woods. Men have invented, praised, and died for countless fleeting gods and demons, but our forest is forever. Random suspected watch Vtubers. You know? You're kind of onto something. He's got a point. The worst of our reputation most likely comes from our love of poisons. Ah, wonderful. But my friend, poison is a wondrous thing. Poison, like the forest, seeps through the realm of man, spreading, corrupting, invading, until all is reduced to earth. Man is truly a wretched thing, and the forest is committed to expunging him from existence. But woods wraith protect the forest, so the forest protects us. You know, I was kinda on board with what he was saying until he started going into, like, mankind being a wretched thing. He lost me a little bit there. He had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. The best VTuber ones are people randomly blurting out inappropriate words. Yeah. That's kind of why I've been walking back my kind of goals of staying say-so, where I'm like, man, people really prefer if you say some inappropriate things, so, like, I think I kind of need to walk that line a little bit more. You want to be a woods wraith? Want to cast off the shackles of a false god and bask in the poisonous shadows of the forest? Approach the altar. Take the oath. You know, it's tempting. Not gonna lie. I do love poisons. It's hella tempting. I would like to interact with poisons as a gameplay mechanic. Corporate VTubers down the baseline. Yeah, well, I mean, then there's Niji Sanji, where you have, like, Finana talking about Tinga eggs and stuff like that. Which, by the way, going ever so slightly off of my say-so track record, Tenga is wonderful. What a wonderful company. I love Tenga. I absolutely adore Tenga's products. just like Finana, I would love to work with Tenga in the future. They are incredible. If you have not had the wonderful joy of trying a Tenga product, I highly recommend checking out like a holiday sale or something and giving it a shot. I mean, it is a wonderful thing. Yeah, I've kind of moved to a situation where I enjoy watching Niji Sanji majority of the time now. Don't get me wrong, I adore many people from Hololive, especially Calliope Mori. I mean, she inspires me to do so much. Ooh, that's bad. I can't leave. Well, we are... This is the dude that beat us up in the tutorial. Oh no. I was not prepared. I wish I had crossbow bolts. Like, I'd really love to fire off some crossbow shots right about now. I wonder how effective poison is on this dude. Not much, okay. I was not expecting to pull up into this boss fight. Okay, I'm dodging too quickly. I need to slow my roll a little here. Can I put this torch out, please? Okay. Select myself. Come on, buddy. Too quick. Okay. He has some serious wind up on these things. I'm alive. I'm alive. Not. Ooh. Is it good for a jump again? Okay, let's go for a mend. If we can get it off. We can. I didn't mean to heal in front of his face. Oh, I blessed my weapon, okay. This is going very poorly. I promise I'm better at these types of games than I'm doing right now. So much wind up. It's kind of it's punishing my like my soul game muscle memory. This happened in Elden Ring too. They did this with like the last couple bosses of Elden Ring, where you show an attack animation and like Souls players are like kind of ingrained to you see the attack start, you go for the dodge, and this is like really taking advantage of it because he like readies the attack and then he like holds for a good couple seconds before he goes in for the hit. It's really messing with me. Alright, let's see here. You know, Tangazar, you've seen people review it. Yeah, they're sick. Try them out. Highly recommend. First got into VTubers with corporate route with Mori from Hololive. Explored the VShojo a little, and now kind of moved into Nisanji. Yeah, I got in with... what generation was Hololive? I want to say they were on second generation of Hololive Japan, and I like watched it through like translated clips for a long time. And I was like super excited when Hololive EN came out, and I kind of like migrated to like almost exclusively watching them, especially because I stopped getting so many Japanese Hololive and Niji Sanji Japanese clips once Hololive EN came out, which is sad because I would still like to interact with seeing those girls more often. Hollow Stars too. I like Hollow Stars. They're not quite as entertaining most of the time as main branch. But sometimes they do some really cool stuff. Especially Roberu, he's a really chill dude. Not much. It's not like you dislike Hollow Vshoujo, but they both tip the scales too much on one side. Yeah, Vshoujo can be a little intense sometimes. Some of them are a little too much for me. I've been a fan of. Well, I don't know that I want to say. Fan's a little bit of a strong word. I've been watching Melody since she started doing stuff on sites outside of Twitch, and I was very excited at the prospect of like someone breaking into that untapped market, and I found it hilarious at the reaction that she was getting. But I don't know. I don't really vibe with a lot of Niji Sanji stuff. I'd say would I say Niji Sanji? I meant Vshoujo. Iron Mouse is definitely my favorite. I adore Iron Mouse. She's a precious angel. I mean, a true gift to the world. I do like Vebe quite a bit. I find Vebe pretty entertaining. But she can be a little bit much sometimes, where I'm like, okay, chill out. Whoops. Oh, that's really cool. You don't have to kill the boss to get your stuff back. You just have to reach that health point. Oh, I thought I had that one. Okay, we gotta change our strategy here. Please don't hit me. Okay, what's my weapon? That was an accidental heal. Oh wow, you went into that one fast. Okay, so anytime he does that jump, he can go into a move really quickly after. Now you're top of the star. Hell yeah! Be a happy little star. Own that. I think the most annoyed I ever got with Vshoujo is kind of like, because I'm all for like people should be allowed to be lewd. Like that is something that I stand very hard. I think it's really unfair how people who choose to express themselves that way are treated. Like I think it's absolutely terrible that like for example, Sasha Grey makes really nice YouTube videos and whatnot, but she gets like shadow banned because of like her previous industry work and whatnot. And I think that's super unfair. And like the Vshoujo people and whatnot as well, they should absolutely be like they should feel comfortable expressing themselves in that way. I'm all for that stuff. Where my annoyance comes is that sometimes it feels a little bit forced because it's, you know, it is better for them to say some inappropriate things because it gets them viewers sometimes, and it feels a little forced sometimes. Maybe it's not. Maybe that they truly want to talk about that stuff all the time. But you know, hard for me to say as an outsider. And then like I've heard some of them say like, I don't want to play games that don't have like hot people in it and whatnot, and I cannot agree with that. Oh, I'm getting wombo comboed. Okay, don't jump on me, Chief. What's my weapon? Wow, the reach on that is crazy, dude. Gotcha. Has the perfect balance character. Yeah, Niji Sanji has a really good balance. Vox sure walks that line sometimes. Oh, God, Vox has done some things that have... Wow. Vox has said some crazy things. Should VTubers be characters or persons? Yeah, I'm kind of walking that line of being a character and a person here, because like I have a bunch of like stuff that I want to write for Soren outside of just like me as the streamer, you know, me whom is the person, and then there's Soren whom is the character. I'm not really in character during my streams, like I'm not playing up a character. This is pretty much me. It's the best version of me, where I'm like, you know, trying to be as like eloquent as I can at times, and like, you know, keep things chill and whatnot. So it is you are seeing a version of me, but this is me that's like streaming. This isn't the character. Whereas the character of like Soren that I like have stuff written for and whatnot, that's something that like I want to do like animations for, and maybe comics, and definitely will like write some material for and whatnot. And I have all kinds of like story ideas that I want to like use to express myself. I talked about that a little bit on a couple streams, but like story is something that's like very important to me. I've always wanted to do creative writing and like writing fiction, so it's been a healthy outlet for my unfulfilled creative desires. But I don't really stream in character. I may do some streams in character, which would be clearly marked as such. And I've also written the story in a way that I can get away with doing that, because I've separated Soren as an entity away from me, like the real life me. It's difficult to explain right now without like going into like story stuff. Oh wow, I'm getting hit there, but these guys kind of look like aliens. Dishy? What is Dishy? Cool design though, black, red, golden, Mickey. I don't know what Dishy is, but yeah, I really love my design. I think it's perfect. Like I might get like a version 2 later on, where like I would like for my mouth to look a little bit better. It doesn't look very fluid when I'm speaking. Like it looks a little static, and like it doesn't keep up with my mouth movement. Very attractive, pretty beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's gonna make me blush. Oh my god. What was I saying? Yeah, no. Yeah, I might get like a version 2 later on, where like my mouth looks a little bit better, and like maybe my artist like upgrades the shading in some areas or something. But I mean, what you see is what you get, really. This is really exactly what I want. Like when I came to my artist and like told her the things that I wanted for the character, I drew a little like design sheet type of thing, and I'm not good at art, so it was like terribly... It's British slang. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it. Jeez, come on, let me grab this ledge. Yeah, so like I had to like very embarrassingly throw like a little sheet together. It was really terrible, but when she came back with this design, I mean, I was completely taken away, because this perfectly encapsulates everything that I feel makes me me. It's one of the things that I've loved about VTubing so much, is it's literally letting me express a more pure form of myself than I would have been able to with, like, having the webcam on. And I have zero issue showing my face. I did webcam streams just fine. I'm extremely comfortable with who I am. I'm sure that at some point in time I will have my face be shown at some point. That's, like, not even a doubt in my mind. But the model that you see is a better representation of who I am than my face itself, I feel. Equip icon. Huh? Icon. I don't know how that works. I think I know what to do. Yeah, there we go. Big booba lady. Come to think of it, my projection of my feelings as someone who you'd like to be, I suppose. Yes. Yes, exactly. Which is actively making me better outside of stream as well, because it lets me be more in touch with who I actually am, who I want to be. Version 2 would be super cool. Yeah, I definitely want to do outfits and stuff. Like, I've got a couple designs for outfits I'll do later on. Little tiny hint. I kind of want to incorporate, like a world travel type of thing in the story. So I would kind of like to do some outfits that are themed around some franchises in a way that would not be copyright infringing, of course. Like, for example, without outright saying the series name, I would love to do, like, a design that, like, incorporates, like, lots of black and white and blindfolds and, you know, very designed clothing that might be perhaps worn by, like, androids or something like that. I think that would be a cool design theme that I'd like to do. Yeah, I'd love to have tons of outfits. That would be really cool. And I think I can do a lot with how I'm writing that. I'm British, haven't heard of Dishy before. It's really nice to be able to share your feelings, thoughts without being judged for you anymore. Yeah, it really is. And I had no issue doing that, even when I was, like, streaming with webcam and whatnot. But, like, I look at the character, like, I have my OBS window up while I'm streaming, and, like, I look at Soren, and it kind of gives me, like, an anchor of, like, how to present myself, if that makes any sense. It's weird. Like, my speech patterns change when I'm streaming, not because I'm trying to do, like, a voice, but just because, I don't know, my speech patterns just come out differently when I look at the character and I'm matching it. Use of poison is controversial to some, but the makers of this guide take a stance opposed to poison used in secret for food and drink, obviously in favor of poison used in combat. Not long after falling ill, the man died. Some time after his death, a little old lady that was out picking mushrooms happened upon the shack. She found a small silver cat who looked lonely, so she took the cat home to her cottage to keep her in company. The Cat King, page 5. A table by the chest held some of our crossbows, but they looked to be in poor shape. The folly no horror. Wow, that barely told any story at all. A crossbow that Eggery built, he used in a hunting game, and mushrooms, wild berries, roots he'd gathered to sustain him, the tale of Elkaran. Decades passed, the fable grew, but somehow she'd walked freely. Guileless towns welcomed her still, so doomed to misery, the tale of Alcaram, stanza 12. Okay. Let's get a merchant in here. And I don't think I need a sellsword. I'm kind of interested to interact with the guide. I want to see what they do. Greetings, traveler. Would you like to see what I have for sale? Having with the interactions is different to interactions they would have IRL. Yeah, definitely. I like VTubing is very interesting in the effect that it has on people. I think it's really relevant to. I feel like I heard an alert sound, but didn't see anything come up. That's weird. It's really relevant to like the whole like premise of like people wearing masks and like how everyone has a mask and all that. Like the avatar is a mask in a sense, but it's like it's a mask to you because you chose the designs and whatnot. You chose what elements you wanted to bring forward. So I don't know, it becomes a part of you, and it becomes a form of like self-expression. It's very interesting because a lot of ideas that I had of it before was very much so that like, oh, you get this mask, you get this character and all that, and you play this character so that you can interact with the online world without showing too much of yourself. But I think it's kind of the reverse of that, honestly, where you are showing more of yourself than you would have otherwise, just in a different way. I've seen many wars from Homeland and Tenebir, but here there is no war, only the stifling silence. Could I have ever imagined a silence as stifling as this? I want to shut it out, but how can you shut out silence? I heard someone say that VTubers are like puppets. I couldn't unhear it because they are kind of right. The VTuber model is kind of a puppet. And then I had another idea that I found really funny. Was that corporate like idol VTubers are basically Hannah Montana because they get the best of both worlds, where they have this idol persona where they like sing and dance and do all this crazy stuff with their celebrity, and then outside of being the celebrity, they're like they're a normal girl or boy out in the wild. It's Hannah Montana. Like corporate idol VTubers are Hannah Montana. It's not exactly a mask anymore, more like putting yourself into a mask. Yeah, definitely. You're not being that character, you become them. Yeah, no, absolutely. Flintlock shot, torch, blessed page, pouch salt, sack of salt, endo, arrow, light vessel. He has bolts. Oh, sick, he has bolts. Okay, so I want to grab some light vessels for sure. Give me some of those. Absolutely. I'll take. No, I don't want any red shards. I want some bolts. Give me some bolts. Okay, we're gonna go for. Let's go for about 1k in bolts. Yeah. And then. Maybe. We seem to lose a lot of gold when we die. So like I kind of want to spend it. Let's pick up a couple antidotes. Just because I don't think we're quite out of the woods with poison yet. It's always good to have some around. And I really want to get a gun. Because I would love to start using guns in this playthrough. Maybe we get more light vessels. Let's do another 1k in light. We'll do 2k in light vessel. And screw it. Let's do another 1k in bolts. Only difference is Milo gets found out. Her career isn't over. Yeah. I really wish that certain corporations wouldn't be so weird about people's identities being revealed. lot of that I chalk up to some deeply ingrained cultural issues, perhaps, that, you know, a lot of people would probably say I have no business commenting on because I'm not from that culture, but there are some things about that culture that I feel are very destructive to everyone involved with it and how it affects them mentally. I find it very odd in the way that certain groups of people interact with watching their VTubers and like idolizing them and getting offended when they break their immersion of their anime waifu. Yeah, it's uncomfy, and without going on a rant about it, I really wish some people would ground themselves in reality a little bit more and you know, understand that these streamers are people, and yeah, it's big yikes. Big yikes. I am glad that some people push the boundary a little bit with some of these corporations, because I think that if enough people push the boundary for long enough, eventually the corporations will start to ease up and things will progressively change. And as for cultural things, we can already see that as generations move on, the culture changes a little bit and becomes a little bit more healthy over time, I'd say. There's been a couple steps back here and there, but yeah, that's a whole jar of worms. Would you like to visit another sanctuary? Oh, this is like a fast travel system? Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Majority of corporate VTubers, especially Hololive, are credible talent, so some of their identities are already well known. Yeah, it's practically every single time that a new wave of Hololive comes out, there is immediately a YouTube video or a Reddit post or something that identifies every single one of them, where, you know, you can easily see their old channels and, you know, go and subscribe to them. You should absolutely support them. I heavily encourage people to support the VTuber talents in which they really love that are in corporates. If they have another channel, you should probably go and support that channel so that they don't feel quite so locked into their contracts with the corporates. Big encouragement of that. I won't name any. Yeah, I won't name them either, but there are quite a few that we all know who they are, and we love them for it, and I'm so glad that I know that other version of them, and I'm so glad that I don't only get to see the corporate version. I do what I can to spread Devar's light through this dark island. Okay, very cool. Safe travels. Thank you, guide dude. Oh, let's put our crossbow back on, because now we have bolts. Crossbow. Don't need this bow. I want to play with this spear a little. Attack reach sounds good for a spear. We're not going to put the light vessel in there just yet. Okay, hope I'm not, like, heavy. Link of Fire and Sky? What? Oh, do I lose my charms? I lose my charm slot when I have my crossbow? Oh, that's kinda... Ooh, that's not... I don't like that. Oh, why? Why? Why would that be a thing? Can I just do, like... My cheese the system. What does two-hand lift set look like? Maybe we should probably just two-hand the whip, honestly. One of them on their debut stream essentially told everyone who they were. People immediately went over to that. I don't know which person that is. Obviously, I don't want you to say their name, because we shouldn't go around doing that. But yeah, I don't know which person that is, but yeah, I usually end up finding one way or another who they are. Not even by looking. But it just, I mean, it's just kind of unavoidable. One of them, for example, had a very large YouTube following before they ever debuted, and that elevated them very, and I think... Did we just sequence skip on accident? We just Elden Ring speedrun teched on accident, where the enemy grabbed us off of ledge, and it pushed us into a part that we would have died from falling. Unfortunately, we've been over here before, but I can't believe we just accidentally had that happen. It's crazy. Niji and Bishojo tend to take on people that are already big streamers. Yes, which I think is absolutely wonderful. I tell you who is absolutely incredible. Miori. I can't remember her character's last name, but Miori. What an incredible person. She has so... She's indie right now. She used to be with, I think she was with Production Kawaii or something like that. Pretty sure she's indie right now. She's incredible. I'm so glad she's gotten a collab with so many corporate people, including, like, Hololive talents and whatnot, because she's so driven. I mean, God, she puts out so much content. It's insane. I don't know how she does it. Truly, like, the craziest thing about watching other VTubers to me, I don't know how they have energy to do all this stuff. Like, they're making their own thumbnails and, like, you know, producing music and like collaborating with like mobile games and streaming constantly. I don't know how they have the energy to manage this. It's just insane to me. For whatever reason, super hush hush. Well, they have hired some people who were streamers already. But yeah, they tend not to. Go away, alien. I really wish Hololive wouldn't be so weird about it. Like, they've been doing some really weird stuff on like their Reddit page with like locking down posts that are talking about Niji. Really weird stuff. I don't understand this artificial rivalry that they're kind of creating between them and Niji. There's like literally no reason to have any type of like beef between Niji and Hololive. It's completely ridiculous. Heard Production Kawaii inside relay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that I like followed their... Oh, whoops, I should have gone into that room. I wouldn't say that I like have followed Production Kawaii or anything. I just ended up watching a couple of people. A huge way that I find indie VTubers, and this is absolutely something that I'll do at some point, is VTubers run YouTube ads, and then the algorithm knows that you're into VTuber stuff, so it serves you VTuber ads. And then the VTuber ads are very well produced, so that you get essentially a really good bite-sized version of like what a debut would do, in telling you like who they are and, you know, getting you interested in watching their content. So I find a lot of indie people through their YouTube ads, actually, which I'm super thankful for. Like, there was Shebel Tanya, for example. She's a little tiger girl. I found her through a YouTube ad. I think I found Miori through a YouTube ad as well. And a lot of them, you know, it took them a while to pick up steam, but now, I mean, they're collaborating with, you know, some of the biggest names and, like, having, you know, really, really huge streams now. I'm really happy to see that for them. Confirm that Hololive and EG will never collab. Yeah, pretty sadly. It's really ridiculous. I don't understand why Hollow's being so weird about it. Hollow does a lot of weird stuff, though. I will always remember Aloe. Aloe she should not have gone through what she went through, and I will always blame Hololive management for a lot of what happened there. Of course, I don't know the full story, because I can only see what I can see from the outside, but, yeah, I wish Hololive would support some of their talent more often. Really, really scurrying things, and I probably shouldn't say, because, not that I think I'll ever get to collaborate with Hololive in any way, because, first of all, you know, I'd have to get big enough to do that. Second of all, I'm indie. And third of all, I'm a boy, and, Hololive is kind of weird about, like, boys interacting with their female talent, and so, like, if I ever got to work with Hololive, it would probably be exclusively with the male talent. Hopefully that changes, but, they're really weird about that. And I think a good reason for that is that a lot of their fans can be a little overwhelming when it comes to feeling that their talent is, being encroached upon because they interact with, males. Not naming any scenarios, but they've been really weird about that in the past. Greetings, friend. You've come to chatter. From where I sit, you seem the matter. Fork, spoon, knife, and a drowned man's wife. Okay. He's nuts. Corporation collaring is very difficult. They're almost competitors. They really shouldn't have to be competitors, though, because it's really not... whoa, hello there, boss. I wouldn't say that it dilutes the pool of people that can watch. It honestly just makes things better for them if these people get to collaborate. Everyone, for the most part, except for some really weird loyalist people, already watch both, so there's not really a point in making an artificial rivalry. 90% of people, I'd say, if you watch Hololive, you also watch some Leafy Sanju people. They'll exclusively watch one group. And, yeah, especially when it comes to Japanese corporations, they tend to be extremely slow to change, and, like, the paperwork and, like, the meetings are an absolute nightmare, so I heavily attribute their collaborations being difficult to pull off to primarily being that. A lot of Western companies, not saying Western companies are better, it's absolutely not what I'm insinuating. A lot of Western companies would not have nearly as much issue making it happen because it's not as difficult to get things moving quickly. And there are benefits to the way that Japan does it. I'll always remember the massive amount of begging Callie did to Atlas to let her stream some of their games. And I don't think she ever got to do that just because Japanese companies are really weird about their permissions to stream things because they still don't understand how much great free advertisement it is, especially for a idle corporation VTuber that's big to play and enjoy your game. Yes, it is very similar to idol culture, which is a to put it lightly, idol culture is often a toxic cesspool. Yeah, some bad stuff in idol culture. So yeah. Gonna get late. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for coming by. I really enjoyed talking to you too. You got some based opinions, homie. You one of your streams too. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh. This is still taking 3 hits. Even though I'm two-handing with an attack charm on. That's interesting. Weird alien dude. I hope nothing I've said gets me in trouble. I doubt it would, but I'm always worried that, like, some people are gonna, like, find something I've said and get really angry about it. Just because I've seen so many molehills get made out of a mountain online, so I was really worried that I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me in some type of drama. Because God, do I want to avoid drama. I do not want to be involved in any type of drama. I was so scared to use Twitter for a long time, because like I just had this idea that like Twitter is just a breeding ground for drama, which it can be. But there's also some really chill stuff on there now, I found. But yeah, drama bad. Me not want drama. Just want chill, you know, homey environment where we can hang out, do some streams, and, you know, I can tell the stories that I want to tell and, you know, hopefully inspire some people and, you know, everybody get along and be happy. I do not want to sow any type of discord. It'll happen eventually, though. There's literally no avoiding it. Eventually, some type of drama will come my way. It is the nature of things. A little bit lost. Hope I didn't drive anyone away from the stream with my semi-rant. Okay, so is there any way for me? I can't even make that jump. Okay. Okay. Let's just try to move to the right more. Can't see. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure... Yeah, I kind of wish I had worded some of that stuff differently, because, yeah, I'm sure that someone would probably feel a little bit hurt about the way I worded some of those things, but yeah. Call me, Saul, or at least or whatever. I don't want to I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything, so... Oh well. That's one of the benefits about not being big, you know, about having small streams, is that, you know, I can say stuff, and people don't run out with it and, you know, take stuff out of context and start up drama. Because, boy oh boy, does that happen to bigger streamers, that you can say something that is a part of a bigger context, and it just gets plucked out as its own separate thing to stir up discourse. Okay. So... I think we keep working on this tree here. Just because this gets us, like, gun upgrades and stuff. Okay. Really don't like that I can't wear my attack charm while I have a gun in the other hand, though. So it's kind of like... kind of putting a hamper in my, you know, whip and gun combo idea, but whatever. Maybe we just end up sacrificing charms. The thing is that guns aren't available to us right now, so like getting skill points into it aren't really doing a lot for us. I think we pick up... maybe we pick up poultices, because there's a couple around here that we can snag. God, the skill tree's so overwhelming. You'd laugh for a split second, you were... Yeah. To be fair, I think I'm better than most people at handling drama. Just because I have experience with, like, disengaging, you know, really heated conflicts where really important things were on the line. You know, I've handled situations that were, you know, a little bit more life and death. So, although I don't like drama and I don't enjoy conflict, I think I can probably handle it better than most people. So, I'll be okay. That's what confidence is. Confidence is knowing that even if everything goes horribly wrong, you will manage to be okay. And that is an important skill to develop, because it is a skill and not an inherent thing. Please come Black Platform. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so I'm lost. I got no idea where to go. I haven't got a clue. Please stop hitting me. Thank you. Oh dear. This really looks like a door I'd be able to interact with, but I can't. Hacker's Cavern? I don't think I've been down here. Doesn't look like I'm going to be down here. I feel bad that what the hell is that? I marked, yesterday on the schedule for making non-stream content, because I felt that if I put it on the schedule, I'd have a lot easier time of being like, okay, this is my job for the day. I gotta make some awesome content. Then I kind of just sat there, and I was like, I have absolutely no idea what to do. And so I didn't make anything. Because I legitimately don't know what the hell to do. Like, there's the ASMR videos and whatnot, but, like, I still have no idea how to script that in a way that's gonna be good. This is a weird enemy. Oh, he's, like, sucking... He's sucking them off. Or no, he's not. He's reviving them. They're sucking him off. I think my biggest hang-up for the scripting of the ASMR video is I haven't decided on whether or not to write it, like, in character, that it's, like, Soren talking, or do I do it based off of the character that is, like, set in the world. For, like, the Dark Souls video, like, should it just be, like, a random Dark Souls dude? Or should it be Soren, like, in Dark Souls land? Because, like, I kind of find it being Soren more interesting. Because, like, it's an added layer. But I think it would be weird for some people. I've thrown the idea by one friend, and they were like, I don't know, that's kind of cringe. Yeah, really, I've resolved myself to the concept that, I'm not gonna go back there again. It just doesn't feel like that should be a dead end. I'm not gonna let anything that would be considered cringe hold me back from expressing myself. Everyone I've come across has loved my design. They've complimented it. The entire time I was designing it, I was like, okay, what would I make if I was fearless and 13? You know, when you're 13, you're like scribbling on your little notepad, and you're coming up with these little characters and all that. You're absolutely fearless. You know, you don't care about what might be cringe and whatnot. You're just expressing yourself, and that is unbridled creativity that is driven out of people by, you know, just the populace rejecting things and, you know, really beating you down over time. You know, it's the same reason why, you know, a lot of studies have shown that, like, the school system ends up beating creativity out of people. So, I'm not gonna let anything that people would consider to be cringe hold me back from expressing my creativity, just like I did with my model. It'll still suck to get the occasional comment of someone coming across something I make and be like, ooh, cringe, what a loser. But, it just comes with the territory, you know? That's one of the things I love about Miori. God, she makes stuff that I've shown people, and they're like, oh my god, that is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. But she's fearless about it. You know, she just puts out content. She doesn't care. And maybe she does care, and I don't know. She posts it. Okay, so this is the woods. I am so lost. Do we... Maybe we check that door from way back. Let's go hit up the fast travel dude and check that out. I remember there being a door, like, very early on that we couldn't get past, and so we had to detour down here. Oh, he's eating me. These guys are like low-key deadly, but also weak at the same time. Okay, so that's the dead end down there. For whatever reason. Feels like it would be a whole area, but I can't, oh, please don't hit me. Thank you. Alright, let's take this off in case we end up misclicking it. I used my light vessels on the Jester boss fight. That's like the whole reason I bought this thing, just to use them in boss fights. I keep running into bosses that I'm not expecting to be there. At least we're getting salt while I'm lost. Why are you alive? Okay, maybe you're not alive. I don't know where you went. These guys have a weird relationship with the recoil, where they like face tank me and just keep shooting their bow. Then they like randomly get knocked back like several feet. And I don't know what's the cause there. Whoops. Okay, I can't do anything here. There has to be like movement abilities that you get later in the game. Because there's so many little sections that I just don't have the movement to access. Oh, that was almost bad. Here we go, I walked right past it. Okay. That's cool, he like summons a door. Bathing the mirror area in holy light. Any man emanating divine light in a dark place is a certain target for whatever dwells in shadows. The role of lightbearers typically falls to the heaviest armored of paladins. I mean, is this just like illumination? Because that's what that looks like. I mean, I can just light up a torch. Cleanse, revive. On this island, death takes us into the mist, where salt and spirits linger. With enough wisdom, prayer can wrest a lost spirit into the realm of the corporeal. Revives ally. Huh? Revives ally? What do you mean revives ally? What allies? Huh. Maybe we get, like, summons or something later on in the game? We'll go ahead, we'll grab Cleanse. I guess we'll grab this. We have the ability to use it, maybe it'll be useful later. Pick up a couple more light vessels while we're at it. These things are pretty cool. Okay, there used to be an NPC here. He's not there anymore. Okay, let's pass. I don't feel like light attack is just better than the heavy. Go. A little lower. Oh, you got some aim on you, buddy. I grabbed the sledge. There we go. The little hat on these, like, bigger guys reminds me of the crazy dude in Plants vs. Zombies. It looks like he has, like, a little frying pan on his head. Oh, damn it. Ooh, grenade. That'll be useful. We saw how effective that grenade was on the first boss. I also love that these guys are dropping bolts. Big fan of that. Okay, so I still can't... Shut off the island, can't go back there. Okay. Maybe we can interact with this door now? Locked. Okay. I'm so lost. The lift doesn't work. I didn't mean to light up another one. What about? There we go. Yeah, I know no way that you would be able to reach that. Hmm. See a chest there. Maybe we can get that. This is locked off, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. I do not know where to go. No, I have absolutely no idea where to go. At all. I am completely lost. Alright, this is where we fought the first boss. Hmm. Okay, let's hit up down here maybe. I got a couple new rings. Maybe let's check those out. Link of Fire and Sky. Fire and Sky are powerful elements. Casting one over the other may affect the caster with dangerous elemental imbalance. Because of this danger, acolytes of the elemental magics are often given protection in the form of rings like this. Nullifies elemental imbalance. Crystal Mote Ring. Inherently linked, but wise practitioners of mindfulness are able to form ethereal motes of spirit, effectively compartmentalizing the effect of mental and physical tasks. Halves effect of focus usage on fatigue. Okay. Increased strength. A thick leather ring bearing scales of heavy iron plate. We use a dexterity weapon, so that doesn't help us. Really, we're just kind of winging it here. I know this area pretty well, because I've been around here a bit. Ow. I say that, and then a trap hits me. I don't usually come up here, so I'm gonna check over here. Maybe there's a path I missed. Here's where I fought Uba Lady. Okay, I'm having trouble grabbing ledge. Trying to see if maybe I can grab this. No. That looks like death. Probably is. I miss my little stones that you have in Dark Souls where you can throw a stone down to see if you'd survive the fall. That'd be really helpful right now. Okay, let's light up a torch. I can see. See any trinkets? Yeah, still don't have that. This is the forest. I want to keep playing, so... Oh, here's... maybe just... Oh, we got a scythe. That's cool. I don't think I've been down here. Maybe I have. I'll die if I... See if we can, Oops. I just break my legs. Okay, I thought maybe we could, like, grab onto a ledge there or something. Well met, Saltborn. To be Saltborn is to be a dying fragment of eternity. To be born of light is to be truly living, yet so ephemeral. Not corrupted. No sin. Can't progress here. Man, I don't want to have to and like look up a guide. Stupid slimes. I never wanted to come back here again. Well, here's the lift. There has to be something I'm missing over here. I wish like a savior would appear in chat, someone that's like played through the game and tell me where to go. I'm so spoiled from having up game. Tell me where to go in Hollow Knight. These guys seriously look like Alien. Have I mentioned how much I love Alien? I love Alien, man. Alien's one of the best movies ever made. I love Alien. Funny enough though, not that big a fan of Aliens. Everybody loves Aliens more than Alien. Not a big fan of Aliens. It's not bad. I just think Alien's way better. Not really into action movies, so Aliens is a little too action for me. I don't like most James Cameron movies, honestly. So you're saying that I shouldn't have spoiled you then? I mean, that's not what I'm saying. Want to be spoiled. Out of context, that sounds like I'm saying like I want spoilers. I don't want spoilers. I want to be spoiled. I want to be babied. I love that meme. It's like that stupid little PragerU clip where it's that dude saying like, I want mommy, I want milk, I want to be cared for. I love that. Do you think we'll die if we jump down there? I think we'll die. I have nothing to test if I'll die, I don't think. Maybe I can throw a holy water down there. Considering I didn't hear it splash for a long time, I think that's 100% death. Where the hell would I go, though? Like, I'm tempted just to jump down in that pit and, like, possibly die. Whoa! Homie grabbed me out of midair. Got any suggestions? Because I don't know where to go. At least we're picking up level ups, I guess. I didn't read what it said. I'll read it next time. No, we've been over here several times. There's nothing over here. It's a dead end. Keep repeating the same thing. This is absolutely something that I would edit out. I wish I could... Is there a way to retroactively edit a stream VOD on, like, YouTube? Because I would gladly, like, edit this part out of the VOD that's gonna end up on the YouTube channel. I'll have to check it, see if that's a thing. I really hope it is. I guess I can always download it off of YouTube and then just like re-upload it edited, but that's like more work than I want it to be. I'm so lazy. I wish I wasn't so lazy. I guess I'm not lazy, I'm just tired. I don't have much energy. Okay, we know what that's there. It's, whoa! Go away, alien. Alright, I've come to a simple conclusion that if I don't figure out where to go in the next 15 minutes, we're gonna have to change games or something. We'll probably switch to, like, Liar Princess, or maybe start something else if I can't figure out where to go. I honestly wish I had just looked it up sooner, because the amount of time I've taken searching, I would have already figured it out from a guide by now. I feel like this is a really confusing area. Am I missing something here? I don't know where yeah, I mean, I don't... There's no map in the game. Like, I can't bring up a map. So I can't really give you an idea of where I'm at. I killed the false jester, or whatever his name is. So, like, I'm near his boss room. I don't know if they have boss rooms marked on the map. Probably. Like, I think this is his boss room, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I'm missing, like, a gameplay mechanic or something that I don't know. Like, I feel like I should be able to, like, wall hop or something, and I don't know how. No. You know what makes me feel bad about indie games? Is that, like, there's a moderately good chance with an indie game that a dev could end up, like, realistically end up watching me play it. Because, like, I've seen friends, like, play Hades and whatnot, like, the Hades devs came by the stream and everything. So I'm always worried that I'm gonna, like, be lost in one of their games, or, like, misrepresenting a mechanic. Like, when I started Hollow Knight and I was, like, complaining that I couldn't hit an angle because I didn't know I could hit downwards and everything like that. I don't want, like, a dev to come by and be, and, like, take it personally, where they're like, oh, I should have done a better job of, like, communicating that to the player, because most of the time it's on me. It's not on the dev usually. Except for the slimes. Dev homie, who made Salt and Sanctuary, if you find this, I don't like the slimes. Sorry, homie. All right, I'm gonna look up a guide. I'm gonna see if I can figure out. I'm just gonna look up like where to go after Jester fight. Where to go after Jester. Okay, so I'm in the Sunken Keep. After the Jester, go up and left from following shrine and talk to the real Jester NPC to obtain Vertigo brand. Did I not exhaust the crazy dude's dialogue? I thought he was repeating himself. I want to say I feel dumb, but at the same time, I swear he repeated himself. It's also a little weird to lock progression by a weird, crazy guy NPC, but maybe I'm forgetting maybe I'm forgetting an instance where that's happened in another game that didn't feel weird. So it's a little weird here. I'm getting swarmed. This is becoming a problem. Alright, okay, hang on. We got like 3 altars here. Let's chill out a minute. Alright. I wish I had stuff to do in Borderlands 3. I missed playing Borderlands 3. That's random as hell, but man, that was a fun game. God, Borderlands 3 was fun. I want to play the Tiny Tina's Dragon, whatever the hell it's called. I want to play a Necromancer in there. I love Necromancy. I like Blood Magic. Necromancy and Blood Magic's always so fun games. Alright. Alright, this is new dialogue. Would you like this rich perspective? Trust me, Lord, it's quite authentic. Elbow, jaw, knee, engraved beneath the sea. Fear not, then extend your hand. There is great power in brand white, searing hot, an iron forged thought. Yep. Seek and find colloid stones. What comes next, I trust you'll know. Fate, faith, fade, and then calm beneath the shade. Alright. Well. Wait, how does that? So if you hit it, it will reverse you. Okay. Well, now we know where to go. want to get that thing up there. Can I, like, jump over that? No. Okay, so it's like a zone of control. Okay. Oh, we're back here. Hello, friend. Trinkets to sell, trinkets to sell. Yeah, it's a little weird. I would have preferred you just unlock that item after beating the boss. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's not bad design necessarily. It's just a little weird. I got Jester's outfit. A motley patterned silk blouse displaying the unique stylings of court jester. Although the jester trade certainly exists in our world, it is said they do not appear at all in other lands. How strange and sad is a world without jolly old fool. I'm not sure I've ever liked a jester character in anything. Chest armor made of heavy iron plate. The Ducal Guard wore black capes, not just to confuse and terrify their victims, but to signify their role as the de facto executioners. Oh, Guts. You just look like Guts. Okay. I see. Silk cap of court jester adorned with bells and antlers. Doesn't it really suck that we backtracked and explored everything, and now we unlock an ability that wants us to backtrack and explore everything to interact with those obelisks now? It's kind of a cruel irony. Storm Ring? That sounds cool. Elemental imbalance is a dangerous side effect of favoring fire over sky, or sky over fire. While novice mages tend to fear the effect, expert sorcerers must master every aspect of the elements. Amplifies elemental magic, but also amplifies elemental imbalance. Is ineffective if paired with a ring that nullifies elemental imbalance. As someone that doesn't have magic, none of that means absolutely anything to me right now. You guys excited for the League of Legends MMO? I'm kind of excited for the League of Legends MMO. I think that'll be pretty sick, honestly. The world of Runeterra is pretty cool. I think there's a lot of potential to make some cool stuff. There's like nothing else over here. It's just that item. That came to mind because like the whole magic and whatnot. Because I was thinking about what is it? Is it Dalaran? No, Dalaran's from World of Warcraft. What is it called? It's Demacia. Demacia is all like anti-magic. I wonder how that's gonna work out. Like, are you gonna be able to roll a mage and not be allowed to come into Demacia? Like, how's that gonna work? Whoa. Shazam. Alright. That's kind of cool. I like the inertia there. Whoa! Hey! Inertia. Shockstone? What is that? Tell me more. A rare and dangerous stone mined in the mountains of Markdor. It pulses with electrical energy. Apply it to your weapon and add lightning damage to your attacks. Sick. Crystal sphere. Delicate sphere, polished crystal. It contains a cloud of playful sprites of some divine origin. Crush it in a sanctuary to convert that sanctuary to your creed. Oh, okay. Potato. Potato from the earth. Offers no healing effect, but can certainly be thrown at foes. Thanks. Forest Fang, a razor-sharp throwing blade coated in potent pest mud. Okay. Cool. Castle of Storm. I have no idea how long this game is. That's spooky looking. So let's do... What are you? You look like a golem, my dude. So let's do... the lightning. He's not gonna poison us. And... First pigs probably won't do much. We'll throw a grenade at him. I doubt holy water does much of anything to him, but we'll have it on hand. Thinking he might hit me with something arcane. So this is endurance, wounding, willpower, salt. Let's do increased defense to arcane. I feel like he might like laser beam me. Okay. So, tell you what, I'm gonna open with using Blessed Page. Oh, you're not a boss! Well, that's a Castlevania enemy if I ever saw one. Whoa! Whoops. Tell you what, I think I can cheese this dude a little. Okay, we're doing like 4 damage. He's really big, so he probably has a big HP pool. Tell you what though, he is stationary. So... oh, whoops, I got him unstuck. Oh, got himself stuck again. Can you be set on fire? Oh, you can. Still 4 damage, though. Oh! I thought you'd have much more health. What'd you drop? Be something cool. Alright. Well. Disappointing, but is what it is. Got some BDSM people around here. Hey, dude. Whoa, you're a samurai. Okay, calm down, anime. Split sabatons. Split sabatons. Grease of a split warrior or a split swordsman. This set was alchemically modified to provide mobility to any former blue guardsman who unwillingly surrendered a leg or two to the void. Level 3 heavy armor. It's kind of badass. Kind of want their like full set. Got a whole sack of salt. A canvas sack full of salt, so sprinkle salt on their heads in remembrance of days long past when salt held life. Johnston 11:1. Whoa. Okay, calm down, buddy. Okay, that's an evil death sorcerer. We're gonna, like, throw some holy water on him, though. She's taking it. Oh. Let's bless our weapon. Aha! Lift does not work. Oh, I could have stomped him out, but I didn't do it. Bronze Knight Ashes. Bronze Knight Ashes. Ashes of a Bronze Knight. It's rumored that Bronze Knight are merely vessels of some sort of foreign entity, though whether this means they all share consciousness or are controlled by a single incredibly powerful mind is all in the realm of myth and conjecture. Cool. Oh, lightning barrage. It looks like our first spell. brand. A word of power carried in a brand. Bearing the brand grants its owner power over gravitas. Or this brand to gain the ability to use imminent obelisk. Class 1 magic, lightning barrage. Summon a rapid fire stream of lightning. Maintaining a steady level of concentration while channeling sky can shape arcs of searing lightning into well-defined barrages of orbs. Sounds very useful. We probably need a catalyst or something to cast with. Because it doesn't seem to just slot down here. Or maybe it's not showing up because I can't wield it. But I don't know. That was like a pentagram. Pretty cool. Okay, if I were the dev, I would have like a boulder or something roll down that staircase. I'm not going to run up there yet. Imp and Crest Ring. Oh god, I hope it's no slime. Thick metal ring adorned with the crest of Impin, the mythical kraken of flame. Impin was a fairy tale, but the magic this ring contains is very real. Increase your defense to fire damage. Okay. Cool. Ouch. Oh, it's a crazy wizard man. Sorcerer ear. Hey, buddy. Wow, fancy meeting you here again. That's crazy. I'm gonna check back with you in a minute. Kind of looking for a shrine or something to chill at. That's locked up. This kind of reminds me of the Resident Evil 4 castle. Kind of been itching to replay Resident Evil 4. I think I should wait for the remake. Just because, you know, what's the point in replaying it? And then the remake comes out and it's like, alright, time to replay it again. A little bit different. Because I'm not that big a fan of RE4. It's really good. It's a good game. Ray of Searing. Class 4 Prayer. Summon a ray of divine retribution, searing nearby enemies. While clerics are typically men of peace, they are protected by fierce gods and spirits. The faith of threatened cleric is more deadly than any blade or hammer. It sounds awesome. I'm interested in that. Like, my favorite Resident Evil was like Resident Evil 3. So it seems like they put a boss fight there. I'm so worried that there's a boss in there. I don't want to do a boss yet. I want to find a shrine. Oh, take a little tumble. Let's go ahead and put a homeward item. Magical bell. Devotion symbolizes the call of the gods. Bring it the return of the sanctuary or shrine you most recently visited. Yeah, we're going to put that on the bar, so if we do roll up in a boss, we're going to peace out, because we're not prepared. Gotta reach your max aggro range. This is indeed a strategy. Because it is Big Thing, and I want to kill Big Thing. Brain go burr at killing Big Enemy. My logic is infallible. Also, he's probably guarding some pretty cool stuff, and I would just rather him be dead than to get in my way while I'm exploring. And we get salt out of it, so you know that's a bonus. Please no boss. Sick. Silver leaf. I feel like they're so big, they probably don't respawn. They might. You look an NPC. You made it. Look at this view. Stunning, isn't it? I've heard there's a thief somewhere with what sounded like a particularly useful rune. There's also that pesky dragon that needs to be slain. Do you ever wonder where these buildings came from? Who built this castle? Does it have a master? Interesting. Oh wow. Takes us way down. Yeah, I'm digging this area. I'm a big fan of castle areas. Go figure, you know, me the Castlevania sim. We found our shrine. Let's claim it for the goddess of big mommy milkers. Big booba goddess. Right, let's see here. Said I would read this. Arrows and bolts can remain poisoned for days by wrapping the base of the weapon's sharpened tips in pest mud soaked rags. An archer may always keep his quiver full of highly poisonous arrows and bolts. The Poisoner's Field Guide. So we got a couple things available to us. We could go into Clergymore to try and use that spell we found. Or we stay the path over here to make our dexterity and whatnot better. Getting a little pricey over here. We don't get a lot out of this either. I think maybe... Let's go over here. This is fun. It kind of suits the, kind of like Castlevania thing I have in my head, too. Where it's like we're using guns, whips. We're in this hunter getup. You know, we're kind of like a Van Helsing build, and like if we were like a Belmont in Castlevania, we would have like holy power. So we're kind of fulfilling a Belmont build here. Oh, that's my set. Okay. Why do we clutch their face? Stone guy. Oh. That looks like an NPC. To be fair, that enemy archetype has been around for a long time, but you are absolutely right. It reminds me very much of the Soul Sanctum enemies. I was thinking it the first time we came across them. Ouch. Oh, okay, yeah, the fall damage, like, put me weak, and then they just had to finish me off. I wasn't implying that you're an idiot, buddy. I was just saying that, yeah, there's a lot of games that have that. But I feel you, it does remind me of them. Salt. You know what, let's summon a leader. Hello, friend. Have you shed light for Devara? Nothing is original. I mean, some things are kind of original, but yeah, we talked about that before. Hello, friend. Have you shed light for Devara? Evil cannot stand the light of Devara. Prove to us that you can be her sword. Water of Blessing, Orange Vial. Vial of Divine Orange, crafted the specifications of Devara's Rites of Orange. Quaff it to restore health and fatigue. Okay. Don't lose hope. Sure, let's see a mage. Ideal in all things mysterious and arcane. Incantations. Arcane weapon. Summon arcane magic of sky to imbue your weapon with arcane power. Hidden in the fabric of fire and sky is a third unknowable element, a dangerous force that can linger shortly in weapons, augmenting their attacking power with ancient strength. Undersight. Temporarily gain undersight, the ability to see that which lurks in a dimension too ethereal to be perceived by mortal vision. It is said that tormented spirits dwell beneath the veil of whispers and shadow. Well, that's cool. I want that. Wildfire. Summon a fiery storm. A wildfire needs not know the direction, but the element summoning it must be careful to protect himself from the devastating power. What is the difference between an incantation and a spell? Not sure. Flashfire. Summon a small bolt of flashfire. Flashfire may be the spell from which all modern elementalism originates. As the story goes, flashfire began as a simple trick traveling entertainers would use to thrill crowds, but some men saw potential in it, and through their study of simple mechanic, the study of channeling was born. Lightning bolt. Summon a bolt of lightning. The lightning may pass through multiple targets. A conduit, such as a wand or staff, is a powerful channeling tool in the hands of an experienced mage. The island is too cold. So he's got staffs and wands. Damn, I don't have enough to buy both. Let's go ahead and we'll get a guide here. Just so if we need to, we can fast travel out here. Syrian Firefly. That must be what they're throwing at me. I think that gives me enough to buy the wand, actually. Yeah. Skeletor is back. Don't chase me, skulls. Oh, damn it. Ouch. Phoenix Rondash. Have I been to any kind of convention? I went to a Comic-Con once. It was okay. It was mostly a lot of stuff to buy, so it kind of felt like a money trap. But it was cool, I guess. I think I would enjoy it more if I, like, went with a group of friends or something. But, I don't know, I'm not really interested in going into any of them again on my own. I'd love to go to, like, an anime convention or something. I think that might be a little bit more fun. An iron tower crafted at the Citadel as one of the countless experiments in imbuing mundane objects with elemental energy. It bears a stylistic image of a divine bird said to be perpetually bathed in searing flames, and its unique enchantment enables it to be completely deflect fire attacks. They're giving me a lot of fire-relevant stuff. You know what that means. That means that there is a fire boss. Oh. Oh, he killed me. Oh no, 1,590 salt? Whatever will I do? I need to take my pills. Where is it? There it is. Hopefully I will sleep better tonight. Oh, cool. We still have that area down right to explore, so let's head over there actually. I feel like this will be a boss. That's close enough. Oh, wow, you went down really fast. Ooh, a soldier's palm. I don't know if that's like a dedicated drop or an RNG drop. If it's an RNG drop, I'm capable of farming them for a whip upgrade. If it's a dedicated drop. I had some more, like gamer subs, I think. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm being hit. Oh, I was looking away. This is bad. He's gonna hit me. Surprised we lived that. Timber Skulls Ashes. Hell yeah. Yeah, I had some more gamer sub today. Adjusted the amount. It's pretty manageable. Didn't wire me too much. Though sadly the dragon fruit flavor that I have today is not nearly as good as the raspberry, whatever the hell the other one was called. Yeah, that one was way better tasting. This one's a little sickeningly sweet to me. I'm really sensitive to sweet though, whereas like most people can handle it pretty well. Since I don't really intake much sugar, like I've cut out soft drinks and whatnot, so like things that are normally only moderately sweet for people are like extremely sweet for me. So. Oh, ouch. only do 5 damage on a whip hit. This guy's defense is insane. We might as well just crossbow him. It doesn't really change much. Well, I like stop my momentum midair shooting. It's honestly better just to shoot him. Yeah. People always sleep on projectile weapons in Souls games. They're in the game for a reason. They're very useful. Oh, this is a dead end. Alright. Oh. I really want to play Crowsworn. I don't know if you've seen any Crowsworn. It's really, really cool. It's really, really cool game. They picked up some Hollow Knight inspo, some Bloodborne. They got all kinds of cool inspirations for the game. It's a really cool looking game. Grasping Ring. That's the ring we started the game with. Can I stack that ring? I can wear two. I don't know if it stacks though. I'll look into that after stream. That's my quick Google search can't tell me. Oh boy. Ouch. I don't know what dragons are weak to in this world, but I went ahead and put the lightning on just because in Dark Souls dragons are weak to lightning. That tends to be kind of a unique thing to Dark Souls, but since it's heavily inspired, maybe they went with the same weakness type. Let's go with the dive bomb. Jeez. Where are you coming from? Damn. Okay. He's kind of weird. Look, the way he jerks the camera up when he goes to fly, it's kind of off. Okay. Increase defense to fire. Yes, please. Let's... I can't wield this. That would have been pretty useful. Clay pot of Burian Fire. The recipe for true Burian Fire is closely guarded secret. The stuff in this pot is probably only a close approximation of it. Okay. Let's do some throwing knives. Some Grenades. Might be useful to still shield, even if we're not using the fire one. I mean, this is like 76 defense to fire. Do we slow roll? Yes, yes we do. What if I take this off? Yes, still. Okay, so switching loadouts changes your weight. It's got good fire defense on it. Ooh. Okay, we look like a really weird dude, but this should probably work out pretty well. Mending band, a metal band dyed red, set with a glimmering red gem. The dye is derived from Cadanian rogella, the fern-like plant from which most healing poultices are derived. Regenerate HP. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Sick, we can take that. That's barely a problem. Okay. I don't like that strategy. We're gonna go in for the whip. The throwables don't seem to be doing as much as they did early on. We're gonna go whip all the way. Might want to poison him. We'll try that. I'd really like to get my fast roll. Can't quite... I think I am in Fast Girl, maybe. If you're not aware what I'm talking about, by the way, once you hit a certain weight threshold, your roll becomes more sluggish. That's what I'm talking about. Should have put an attack speed on. That'll help you poison them faster. Oh, come on, don't fly away. I'm trying to get poison on you. This is the weirdest dragon fight I've done in any game. It's just like he goes off screen, like the area is so dark, and like his attacks feel really weird. I don't know, it doesn't feel good. He's also really spunky. He's taking a very small amount of damage. Him flying away and not being able to deal damage. Didn't even land that time. He just went back again. Usually shield's not quite this abusable. This is like a little absurd levels of being able to use the shield here. But yeah, shielding tends to be very good in Souls games. Which is why when Bloodborne came out and they said no shields in Bloodborne, people were like, what? What do you mean? How am I supposed to make it through the game? consistent. Sometimes I take like no damage from that fire, and other times it like goes through the shield. Oh my god. Stop flying, buddy. Oh yeah, no, I mean, every Souls game should have like a dragon fight. They're kind of a staple. You don't get a Souls game that doesn't have a dragon fight usually. I mean, dragons are always cool. And typically they will have a flying attack. Though typically they won't spam it to the extent that you can't hit them. There is a boss in Dark Souls 2 that suffers from the same problem. But typically dragons don't just fly constantly. It would make sense for them to. Because, like, why should the dragon have to come down there to fight you? Honestly, he shouldn't even land. He should just keep, you know, shooting fire at me, but that's not how gameplay works. Oh, hello. Why am I sitting here? I'm the best thief in the 8 kingdoms. But what can a thief do against a dragon? A dagger against Wormscale? No. So I just sit here. You've slain the dragon. Well, if you've done that, maybe someone like me can slay mighty monsters as well. Here, take this brand. It'll hurt, but it's a tool crucial to a thief. Kinky. Shadow Flip brand. That sounds awesome. There's a treasure in the heart of the Ice Island, and it'll be mine. Just you wait. Sounds super cool. A word of power carried in a brand. Bearing the brand grants its owner mastery over shadows. Wear this brand to gain the ability to perform wall jumps. Press X while jumping toward a wall. Awesome. Oh, I'm so happy. I understand that, like, I cheesed the hell out of that dragon's attacks, like the fire ones. In my defense, they kept giving us fire resistant stuff, so they clearly wanted us to put some resistance on. And they gave us the fire shield and everything, which I didn't even get to use the fire shield that completely negates fire damage. So, like, I guess I interacted with it in the way that I was supposed to, but... Ugh, it was a non-enjoyable fight. I'm gonna put attack speed on. I feel like that's gonna be better than damage, actually. Those skulls are giving me a problem. I think I'm gonna keep the fire thing on for a little while longer. Let's read the description of that key we got. Jagged key, a sharp key. It contains no promise of peace. Doesn't tell me a lot, but cool. Oh, that's so cool. Now this is unusual for a Souls-like. Hollow Knight's like the only game that I would consider Souls-like territory that has something like that. Oh well, no, Sekiro has movement stuff. I always forget about Sekiro, because I actually wasn't a huge fan of Sekiro. It like hit me like right as my like weeb phase was kind of like ending. It's like my fascination with like borderline obsession with like Japan was like kind of coming to a close when Sekiro came out. So like if it had come out like a little bit sooner, probably would have been like super into it, but like it just didn't do a lot for me. And like there's no way to customize your gameplay really in Sekiro. That kind of lost me on that. Because like you're stuck with a katana the entire game in Sekiro, whereas like Typically, Souls games let you like change out equipment and do all kinds of cool builds. And then there was no multiplayer in Sekiro, so I couldn't even get like summoned by friends to like help them out, which is like the end game of Souls games for me, is like helping other people get through the game. So let's do... Sure, we'll get class 3. And we need 4 black orbs, or whatever they're called. I bet you that Ray of Searing Light isn't even going to be a good move, but I still want it nonetheless. So there's an item there. Oh, you're back. Hey, buddy. Ow. Skull. Gotta go now. Alright, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate you, man. Let me know in the Discord tomorrow if you want to do Midnight Night stuff. If not, that's cool. Peace, my dude. I probably won't stream for too much longer. Let's check out that gear. Titan Curious, massive iron plate armor worn by armor guardians. Wearing this monstrosity requires unparalleled armor skill and an immense amount of endurance, but the benefits quite literally outweigh the drawbacks. Oh, wow. Okay, I see what they're talking about. Wowee. I don't think we're going to be wearing that in this playthrough, but it's pretty sick. I like having options. Great pearl. Cool. Go away. Skull. These are like a way more annoying of like the skulls that are like in Castlevania areas with death. Oh, my help. My help. My help. Oh no, I aggroed more souls. So... Cool. Hello there. Well, hello, friend. I found a nice safe spot up here, I did. I might not see a lot of customers, but I could see the break. I could use the break. Have to sort my trinkets. Sorting all the trinkets, the color, and the shape. Lock hair and this thing. Soldier's Palm. Yes, please. Hateful Jawbone. Jawbone of the vanquished beast absent. A body. It still yearns to tear into the flesh of all the living. Okay. We can get a whip upgrade now. Scrimshaw cane. I just bought a cane, so might have already made the thing practically obsolete. Oh hey, it's the scarecrow dude. It persists. Does it wish to know me? No. It will know me in time. It sees, before it a mere vessel, yet it hears my true voice. In time it will see me. It will shut its eyes and cover its ears, yet it will see me. It will hear me. Go away, loser. I don't know what he wants, but I'm not a fan. I'm not on board. I'm not joining his cult. Get some cool momentum on that. Red Hall of Cages. We are in the BDSM dungeon. I guess it's kind of apt that I have a whip with me. People always make whips weird. Yeah. Like I want Beastmaster as a class in 14. I'm kind of worried about how kinky people are gonna be with it having a whip if they give it a whip. Cause like that's the obvious weapon choice to give it, but man, people are gonna be real weird about it. God, especially the denture plates. Oh my god, they're gonna make some weird stuff. Oh my god, it's a charter from Left 4 Dead. Either that or he has been spending a little too much alone time down here in the dungeon. It's actually not that beefy. Will I just hit the spikes and die? Oh, these are stairs here. Let's explore our options a little bit. Also, okay, I can hit them. Got a couple pot shots on him. Light vessel, very cool. I recognize a good amount of these torture, but ooh, a shrine. Ow. They're throwing them down at me. The Renaissance Fair that I used to attend as a kid, they have like this whole section where it's like a dungeon you can go in. I always found it really fascinating as a kid because they have like an Iron Maiden in there and everything. I think they let you like take pictures and whatnot, which I don't understand how that hasn't gone horribly wrong. They had all kinds of crazy torture devices in that dungeon you could check out. I imagine some of them are props, but you could feel a good amount of them. They were metal. Really crazy. So many medieval nations, especially England, were obsessed with torture for so long. There's crazy torture methods that they had throughout the ages. Whack. Why'd these guys stagger? Oh my god, I didn't see you there, Skeletor. Whoa, buddy. Oh, cool. I thought holy water would do some damage to him. It did. I'm alive. Ow. Ouchie. He's got like a war sickle. You undead? You look kinda undead. Ouch. Alright. Warden Chaps. Okay. Figured he'd be like a warden type enemy. Ouch. Oh, looks like a boss room. Okay, it's not. And Dragon Tard. Not a fan of that. Oh dear. That's a cool mechanic. Oh jeez. God, he like hangs you. That's really cool. I don't quite know how to avoid it, but it's cool. Ow. Sure. Let's take him out. Okay, so projectiles are really good for them. Maybe they're extra strong to the whip because they're used to it down here. Come on, buddy. There we go. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's one of those crazy anime dudes. There's two of them. Whoa, that goes down really far. Maybe let's stop here. We'll pick back up later, because this is a huge, vast area. So we will stop here and pick this back up another time. I think I'll be scheduling more Salt and Sanctuary on next week's schedule, because I really want to play more of it. And I think we need like one more stream for Liar Princess. Not sure how many more we have for Hollow Knight. Probably a pretty good amount, just for how long it'll take me to beat bosses and whatnot. It's going pretty good. Going pretty good. Well, thank you so much for watching, anyone that might be watching. Thank you for any type of interest. And you have a very good night. Bye-bye.